Hello everyone, my name is Nancer and welcome back to Cheesy Factor. God, it's been a long time since I've done this. If you're wondering why I haven't made an episode in well over a year, let's just say I've been extremely depressed and lazy. I don't want to get too into detail, so I'll leave it at that. But I'm back! I'm doing another one of these because I have nothing better to do. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. Also, I apologise for my mic quality. The headphones I've got aren't very good, so you'll just have to deal with that. Last episode, we covered the logo of KM Video, a British preset video company existing in the early 80s. That episode guest starred someone who, due to recent events, I'd rather not mention the name of. Go watch the episode to see who I'm talking about. Today, however, we're going to be looking at the logo of Carrie Video. Wait, Carrie? No. There's little to no information on this company whatsoever. All I can gather is that they were a Greek video distributor that existed during the 80s. They had only one logo during their lifespan. Based on the videos that contain the logo, they probably distributed old obscure kids cartoons. The only one on YouTube shows the tail end of a show called Sports Billy, a Filmation cartoon. I have never heard of this show in all of my life, so I could tell you nothing about it. Anyway, without further ado, here's the logo in all its glory.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, exactly. What the hell was that? Okay, let's just get on with describing the logo. The animation. To be honest, it's nothing too out of the ordinary. It's just your typical 80s logo animation. A blue segmented sea zooms in and places itself behind a white version of it, turning it blue as well. White and blue lines slide into the gaps between the sea as a thick white border builds up around it. Finally, the company name fades in below the sea in a medieval-esque font, all lowercase. In my opinion, it doesn't really mesh well with the design of the sea. It looks very out of place. This is probably the least cheesy part of the logo. As I just said, a lot of 80s video logos have this type of animation. This was the era of cool, flying logos, and as we'll be getting onto, synthesized music. The music. In my opinion, this is probably the weirdest part of the logo. It actually sort of sounds like it came out of a horror movie. You've got creepy organs, ghost-like noises, and an obnoxious choir singing the company name.
Shut up!
You can actually hear a bit of Greek accent in the singers' voices, as well as the fact this continues well after the animation of the logo is finished, a total of 18 seconds after. So you just sat there waiting for the tape to start. It takes bloody ages. Now, having said all that, you might be wondering why the animation of the sea is the only halfway decent thing in this curdled yogurt heap. And that might boil down to the fact that they stole their own logo. I'm not joking, there's a logo for a company called Carrie Home Video, with only one R this time, with the exact same animation design as this logo, with different music and complete animation. You can see the white sea zooming in on this one. As there's different music, I'll show you the 1R Carrie logo. Carrie Home Video was a British preset video company existing in the early 80s. Oh, for God's sake. Why is it that every time I do an episode of this show, it's always a British preset logo? Next time I'll do something different. I promise. Anyway, on to the verdict. I'm willing to give this thing the full 10 cheeses on the cheesy meter based solely on the fact that, again, they stole their own name and logo. But let's be fair here. I'm gonna look at the Carrie home video logo instead. The animation is your standard 80s logo fare, but the text feels too cramped below the ginormous C. The music isn't nearly as bad this time, it's just whooshes and clackering noises. Overall, the logo is pretty acceptable for the time it came out. It's nothing special, but at the same time, it's not god-awful either. And that's the reason I'm going to give this logo 4 cheeses on the cheesy meter. As for the Greek Carrie video, you can go die for all I care. Like, I'm not even going to give you a verdict. You stole your own name and logo, sod off. And that concludes another episode of Cheesy Factor. Overall, it feels good to be back and doing these again. Like I said before, the last one of these was over a year ago. It's about time I did another one. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers, I'd appreciate it a lot. I'm going to go back to being lazy for a bit, so as always, thanks for watching. See ya!